Hello my peeps, this is Gina and I am here to try and get a video made in between this hectic life I'm have right now actually. Lots going on. I was getting over bronchitis and then my mother-in-law passed away, and it's like, you know what, I really want to get this necklace made because it's been sitting here for about a week. So between losing my voice and coughing I couldn't get in here. Now my mother-in-law passed away, so it's like we got lots to do. So while I'm waiting for my husband to get up and get motivated, I'm going to get started on making this necklace, and hopefully I'll have it made. All right, I have these beads are from, let me get this, find the hole. These are the quartz from the bargain bead box, and these are they're supposed to represent the galaxy, but I'm using them as the midnight sky. And then of course we got the blue bicones. Those are all from the bargain bead box of January of 2024. And then I got these crystals out. I thought these were really pretty, so I thought I'd incorporate these in front and make some little dangles. So right now I have one of the beads on I think it's 1.5 inch long head pin. So I'm going to make a wrapped loop. So, oh my gosh, now I got all this tools over here. And I want my round nose pliers. Okay, wrapped loop. I'm going to go all the way down to the bottom. Kink the wire off to the side. Bring the pliers up. Wrap the wire around the top of the pliers. And it looks like this. Looks like that. So all the way around the pliers. Now I have to rotate the pliers. Get that back in there. Rotate the pliers. So I continue to bring this wire across. So it completes that circle. Now, I needed to get another pair of pliers. My chain nose pliers. And I'm going to take that and wrap this wire around. Don't want to go too tight because you don't want to break your bead. Just go until it's just snug, and that looks about right. Take it off. Snip off the excess. Okay, and then we want to tuck that in. You know what? I found an easier way to tuck that in. Well, it's tucked in now, but people use these to go in and squeeze. Tucks it in. Nice and neat and tidy. Now we're going to straighten that up a little bit. I'm going to straighten that up. And there's our first little dangle. And then we're going to do that again. Round nose pliers. All the way down to the bottom. Bend it off to the side. Bring your pliers up. So it depends on how big you want your hole of your loop. So obviously if you go back here, your loops are going to be bigger. I'm just going to stay down here at the bottom. Wrap that wire up and over. Rotate the pliers. Bring that wire across. Better that way. There we go. I need a pair of pliers to pull that. I'm trying to look in the camera to make sure I'm in focus. And yeah. There we go. There we go. Now, wrap. Chain nose. Wrap this around. There we go. Clip it off. I try to get up underneath it and snip it off. And then bring these in. Oh, my little hands don't want to spread out that far. There we go. Alrighty, there's 2 and we got 1 more to go. All the way to the bottom. Bend it over. Bring the wire up and over. Rotate the pliers. Bring it around. And now we're going to wrap. 1, 2, about 2. Okay, now we're going to snip that off. Get up underneath there. Over here. There we go. And I'm going to use this to see how that works. Oop, open up. It's up there. I don't like it up there. All right, let's straighten this up. And there we have our little dangle. Okay, now what I'm going to do is use these eye pins. Open up the eye pin. Grab hold of it first and twist open. And I put my little dangle on, twist shut, tweezers, there we go, there we go, and then I'm going to thread on our crystal. And then one of these crystals. And there we have it. Now I'm going to make another wrapped loop. I don't know if I want to do a wrapped loop. Maybe I'll just do a double. I think I'm just going to do a double. Instead of doing the wrapped loop, I'm going to try and do a double. So actually that would go across the top like this, and then we're going to cut it and then roll it back twice. You know, instead of the simple loop, we're going to do, make sure you can't feel it on that side. So we have a double loop. And there's our loop. I gotta straighten it up. straighten it up, and we got our double loop. Nice. Okay, one more. Well, we got two more to go. First, I want to get my dangle on there. Yeah, I haven't been doing this in a while. I feel like I'm fumbling through this right now. Open up our eye pin, put on our little dangle, and then close it up. There we go. And then we're going to add on our crystals. And then I'm going to do the same thing with this one. Bend it off to the side, off the side. It's got to be a sharp turn. And then I'm going to snip off a little bit. That'll leave me a little extra room this time. And roll it back. Make sure you don't feel it on this side. Oop, there it is. I give it in a little bit. There we go. Get in there. And we have our double loop. That one didn't turn out as good as the other one. As pretty. There we go. There we have it. And then we have one more to do. So we're going to open up our loop, add on our dangle, close our loop, all the way in. Yes. And then we're going to add our crystals. And now we're going to bend it off to the side. I need a sharp turn. And then we're going to clip off a little bit on the end. And then roll. And just keep rolling. There we go. Oops. That's what I did. Didn't want to... Well, let's get the round ones back out. There we go. That looks better. All right, now that we have our dangles, we're just going to string. So I have my 49 strand wire. I always use 49 strand softest drape, 0.019 inches, and then this is the classic clear. And then I string right onto the spool. That way there's not a whole lot of waste. So I have these. They're like, oop, they look like little stars on there, little silver stars. And I thought, well, that would go with these because these represent like the midnight sky that I'm using them. It's the blue gold stone. So they can you see it sparkle? I don't see that one sparkling. Move that one back where it's supposed to be. Here, see the sparkle? There you go. So I thought they would go together. So I'm going to start with stringing about 10 of them on. I'm not really sure how long this is going to make for a necklace, so I don't want to keep reaching in front. So we got 2, 3, 4. What is that on there? Well, we'll set that one aside. 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Okay, let's start with these over here. I always work left to right. This, and then a couple of our quartz. Pretty quartz. It reminds me of the sky. So everything is sky related in this necklace. Yeah, I had bronchitis. Lost my voice. Got it back. Did a few videos. Lost my voice. I started coughing again. Lost my voice. Went into the doctor. Got better. Lost my voice. My voice isn't 100% yet. Still not out of the woods. And it's like, I took my Z-Pack, so that's done. But I'm still coughing, so was it strong enough? I don't know. And now my mother-in-law passed away yesterday, so we had to go over to her assisted living. Okay, now I want to string these on and pick up some of her things, her jewelry and stuff, so nothing gets stolen. So it's sitting there and nobody steals it. All right, what I'm doing, I got these 2 crystals, and then this is going to hang like this. So it looks like there's like 3, like a trio there. Maybe I should have just went with 1 round. Or let's turn this around. Maybe if I turn it around, it'll look prettier on the other side. Put that towards the back. Okay, let's get in there. And this. So now it's the next day. This is Saturday morning. No, Friday morning. Friday morning. So I'm trying to hurry up, and I just feel like I'm fumbling because I'm trying to hurry. So I'm like, well, slow down. Let's just get this put together nicely. So I've got it where I've got 3 of these quartz, and then 1 of these crystals, and then this goes on, and then this goes on the other side, the other crystal, and then 3, 1, 2, 3 crystal, and then this dangle, and then okay, now we're on the back side. 1, 2, 3, and 1 of these. 1. Yeah, she had a lot of jewelry, so we had to take her jewelry stand, her wallet, and she had a couple wallets and a purse, so it's like she had stuff everywhere. So we went in and got the important stuff out of there anyway. Now it's a matter of getting that room cleared out so they can make room for another resident. It's hard because it's like you just want to grieve and you got work to do. Today we're going to the funeral home. His mom had all the arrangements all already made. She even had the dress that she wants to wear hanging in her closet in plastic so that it was ready to. 4, 5, 6, 7. Okay, let's see how long this makes this. I want it to be at least an 18-inch necklace and then put on a little extender. So, let's see. Oh, wow. It's only 15.5 inches. 15.5 inches. So, we're going to need more of these in the back, because this is the front and I want this just to stay the same. So if we're at 15, how many, how long does this make? That makes about 3 inches. So I got 3 inches. I'm going to do another 10 more on each side. So, is that funny one? Yeah, let's leave that one out. So we go 10 more. 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Come on. Actually, if I do 3 inches on each side, that's too much, because it's at 15.5 now. How many did I get on there? 2, 4, 6, 8, 10, 12, 14, 16, 18, 19. Let's stick with 18 for now. Let's see how long that makes from center to center. Yeah. Take a couple more off. So we'll go 16, 2, 4, 6, 8, 10, 12, 14, 16. All right. Let's close up this end. We're going to do a crimp tube. Boy. Crimp tube. And these are small crimp tubes I grabbed. Why did I do that? Okay, there it is. It is on. And then our wire guard. So, this is our wire guard. We're going to take this wire, beading wire, up and over and into the next channel. And that way, it'll protect our beading wire from getting frayed. So now we're going to go back down through the crimp bead, crimp tube. Okay, pinch this a little bit, pull it down, make sure they're not crossed, and we're going to crimp. I think I want to get that pinched in there just a little bit more. Pinch that there. Pull it down, and crimp. We're going to go on the back part of the pliers, because that's where the tooth is at. Oh. And then we're going to go in the front and we'll round it off. So I'll show you. All right, there we go. Back tooth. I don't want that in there. Pull down. Make sure they're not crossed. You kind of got to have like 10 hands. All right. And squeeze. Now, well, that didn't do a very good job. Where's my divot? Let me check this. All right, well, it is holding. I always ink on it pretty tight because if it's going to go, I want it to go now and I can fix it versus later down the road when you sell it to somebody. And that's our waist. That's it. Okay, now we're going to go to the other side. Now I got to remember I got to add on some beads to this side. Now, and these sitting up on top, yes. Make sure these are sitting on top of the crystals and not down on the beading wire because we don't want our beading wire to get all frayed. So I'm going to clip off enough here, add some beads, and well, I don't know. See where this gets me. So we got 10, we want 6 more. 1, 2, 3, 4, 6. Now we're all on there. Oh, it's about 19 inches. Well, it's a little longer than I want it to be, but it'll work. Okay, now we're going to close up this end. Got our crimp tube. Crimp tube. Wire guard. Up through one side, down through the other channel. And then back down through, oops, I lost it, the crimp tube. And the crimp tube, there we go. And the crimp tube. And the crimp tube. Okay, now, this is where you want it nice and snug. You want it a little loose. So curve it around a little bit. And then we're going to pull it nice and snug. You don't want it too tight. And I want to bring in these sides. So I'm going to bring these sides in a little bit. Pull it down again. Okay. See how it's off to the side? We'll just go in through one tube, or one bead. Watch what happens here. I don't like it being off to the side. It's kind of kinked off to one side. Come on. It's there. I want to go through another tube. Bead. I just want it to go through one. There we go. Oh, goodness. There we go. There. See how it sits straight up and down now? Now we'll be able to... Where's my crimp bead? Oh, it went inside the bead. Ay, ay, ay. No. Come back. Come back. There we go. All right. It's got to come back down. I don't want it to be... Okay. All right. We're going to crimp it. Get it in the back. There we go. And squeeze. Nice. See how I made a divot there? Now we're going to go in the front. Oop, go in the front and squeeze. Still not still has to get in front. You know what? Hang on to it with this. And go in and squeeze. Oh, yeah, see it just, there we go. Finally. We got a nice squeeze there. Nice. Nice. All right, now we're going to trim off this excess. I'm going to do some. I get as well. I'm going to pop it back through. Somehow, some way, the wires always seem to find their way out, and they start poking at the neck. So I always go through the painstakingly deal of getting it back out and just snipping it right off at the crimp. I was going to say crimp bead, but it's crimp tube. So here we go. Now my needle nose. Not sure which side it's on. Push. It's not even pushing up on me so I can see. Oh my goodness. There we go. See, there it is. Ah, pull. I'm losing it. All right, I'm going to do this off camera. Hang on. Got it. Got a hold of it. So now I'm bringing it out, bringing it through. And now I'm going to clip it up, clip it off right here. That's our waist. So, let's get rid of, where'd this come from? All right, now, oh, jump rings, here we go. I need one over here. Okay, let's put one in here. And then the lobster claw clasp. And put it back. Lobster claw clasp. And now this side, we'll do and I think I want to do a little jump ring first. And then close it up. And then the big jump ring for the clasp to hook into. There we go. There's that. And then we're going to do an extender chain. So we're going to open off one end of the chain. Yep, there it is. There's usually an opening. Because what chain is just a bunch of links put together. So, oh, I didn't need to do that, did I? Oh, goodness. do this. And then close it back up. Close. There we go. Okay, now hook it onto here. Hook this one onto here. Oop. There we go. Yeah, the metal's rubbing, so you know it's connected. Okay, now put this one down here so that clasp has another place to clamp onto. And I did that wrong, didn't I? I sure did. So, close this up. Close it up. There we go. Then we're going to put jump ring. And then to finish off the necklace is just a little dangle to hang off the back of the extender chain. And we'll get that on there sometime today. There we go. Get in there. All right, now we'll close it up. And we are done, people. We are done. Nice. All right, now this is what it looks like. This is what your lobster claw clips into. So you got one on each end. So you got an extender chain, and then you got your little dangle. So that's how that looks. Now, we'll put these all off to the side here. And we got our scraps we can throw away. So we won't be using them because they're so tiny. Okay. And this is what we made today. So we learned something a little new today. So instead, here we go. Trying to get it all in focus here. So instead of doing a wrapped loop, you can just go around twice and make it a little extra secure that way. So there you have it. I don't know what I'm going to call this. I don't know. Midnight Sky. I don't know. I can give it a name. But anyway, this is it for today. So if you like this video, please hit like, leave a comment. I like to read your comments. I will get back to you. And if you really like it, you can subscribe to my channel and ring that little bell so the next time I'm on, we'll be back here together making something else. So, oh, and you know what else? I'm gonna get started on doing some loom work. I'm gonna do a loom. So next time it's probably gonna be loom. So until next time, happy beading.